Nigeria was not born out of a shared national identity, but rather out of British colonial convenience. The country was artificially created by combining vastly different peoples and regions. Despite this, Nigeria has developed into a diverse, resilient nation with over 200 million people, more than 250 ethnic groups, and one of the largest economies in Africa. Before it was ever called Nigeria, the land was home to many powerful and diverse peoples. In the north, empires like Kanem-Bornu and the Sokoto Caliphate had flourished with Islamic scholarship and well-structured governance. In the west, the Yoruba kingdoms of Oyo and Ife had long histories of organized political systems and vibrant culture. The southeast was dotted with independent Igbo communities, many of which practiced a democratic form of leadership through councils and age-grade systems. Across the Middle Belt and Delta regions, numerous other ethnic groups, each with their own traditions, thrived in trade, farming, and local governance. By the 15th century, European contact had begun through trade, particularly with the Portuguese. But it was the British, centuries later, who would drastically reshape the region. Initially drawn by the lucrative palm oil trade after the decline of the slave trade, Britain expanded its influence through both commerce and military force. In 1861, Lagos was annexed, and over the following decades, British control extended inland, formalized by the creation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates and the colony of Lagos by the turn of the 20th century. Though ruled as separate territories, British officials saw administrative and financial advantages in merging them. In 1914, Governor Frederick Lugard carried out the amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates with Lagos, combining them into one colony, Nigeria. The name had been coined years earlier by Flora Shaw, a British journalist, who derived it from the River Niger, the region's main artery. This unification, however, was artificial. It did not consider the deep ethnic, religious, and cultural differences among the people grouped under the new name. Under colonial rule, Nigeria's diverse peoples were governed with little regard for their differences. But by the mid-20th century, calls for self-governance grew louder. Political parties emerged, drawing support largely along regional and ethnic lines. Despite these divisions, the momentum for independence became unstoppable. On October 1st, 1960, Nigeria became an independent nation. It inherited its borders from the British, but carried with it the weight of colonial decisions that had stitched together very different worlds. The years that followed were marked by both great promise and profound challenges. Yet through it all, Nigeria has endured, becoming Africa's most populous nation and a cultural and economic giant on the continent. The story of Nigeria's birth is not one of natural formation, but of colonial design. Yet it remains a story of resilience, identity, and an ongoing search for unity in diversity. Subscribe to our channel as we bring you more in the journey of Nigeria.